homesteading to prepping to common horse sense, we are College Hill Farm. Welcome back to College Hill Farm. Well, today I'm going to do a review, a 5-year review of my Mahindra Emax 22 tractor. I'm going to tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly. Now, you saw in the opening of the video, I just pushed about a 3,500 pound stack of wood. When they brought it, they dropped it on the ground, and I just was able to take the little tractor and push it and put it up on top of a set of things on the ground to keep it up off the ground. So let's talk about this tractor. I've had it for 5 years now. In May, it went out of warranty. Okay, I had a 5-year warranty, and it went out of warranty in May. I haven't had to have a thing done to it. The Emax 22 is 22 horsepower, 16.9 horsepower at the PTO. So it does pretty much anything that I need it to do here on our 9 acres. Okay? When I bought it, I got a bush hog, a 4-foot bush hog, or rotary cutter they call it. I guess bush hog's a brand name. I got a 4-foot rotary cutter, a 4-foot tiller, and the bucket and the tractor for $17,000. I think $17,135, which was an awesome deal, $205 a month. So it's been well worth every dime I paid. Before we go on any further, I would buy it again. But there are a few little things that bother me. So let's talk about those. But in all compact tractors, some of these things are just a thing in all of them. For example, plastic. The hood is plastic. The side panels are plastic. The fenders are plastic. I hate that. I was raised up working with a International Harvester, IH-140 cultivating tractor. Everything on that thing was steel, but it was made in the 60s. So, you know, that's what I learned to operate a tractor on. It's why I prefer a gear tractor. Okay, it's what I was raised with. Now, I've worked with Fords, I've worked with John Deere's, I've worked with Massey Ferguson's, the 125, and okay? I've worked with a bunch of tractors. Some of them had HST, and most of them were gear, and I prefer the gear myself. That's up to you what you prefer, but I prefer the gear. Now, this little tractor has done great. I haven't had to take it for service once. I haven't had to have them come out and work on anything on it, not once, in 5 years. And I've got, let's have a look. I've got 659 hours on it in 5 years. So, it wants you to change oil every 100 hours, which is a little extreme for me. I did that while the warranty was in, but I'll probably change oil about every 300 or 400 hours. It wants you to change hydraulic fluid when I first got it, you know, after I broke it in for a while, and I did that. Now, just so you know, I used and abused this tractor because it was under warranty. And I wanted, if something was going to break, I wanted it to break while it was under warranty. But now, as far as what it does, it has a high and a low range. So it has 3 forwards and a reverse in each range. I probably use high range once a year, maybe. Most of the time on my little 9-acre plot, it stays in low range. And, you know, that's all I care about. Now, it has a PTO that's 550 RPMs, like standard. It works my tiller real good. It works all the implements real good. The bush hog is awesome. The tiller's awesome. I can't complain about anything about this tractor. Now, I didn't like the 3-point hitch, but I don't like the 3-point hitch on any tractor. I got used to that International Harvester Quick Connect, so I went to Harbor Freight and bought me something to make that easier, and you can see that in a review a little later. I'll be doing a 5-year review on it too. But what about the bad? Well, the only bad things about the tractor, let me show you. Now, first off, before I start showing the bad, I want to show the good. Show some good things I really like about the tractor. It's easy to get into, to service, okay? These side panels come off real easy. You just pull them and they just pop off. It's real easy to service. The things that you need to service are right up here. The air filter and things, they're right up here where you can get to them easy. The battery is where you can get to it easy. You know, some of them, these things are buried. Here's the first thing that I didn't like about the tractor. When I take it through the weeds, and you look there, it stuck a limb right through there, and it could have hit the radiator, but it hit the battery instead. So, now that it's off warranty, what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to put me a steel screen on this brush bar. So, that brush bar right there will get a steel screen on it. Then over on this side, the only other thing that I don't like, I don't like the foot pedals. The foot pedals are a little close to the seat, and it causes it to hurt my back a little bit. But you know, maybe that's a fat guy thing, and maybe this is a fat guy thing too. This fender well, now the other one over there is still solid, but this fender well is plastic and it broke loose. Well, the reason it broke loose is because fat boys put their hands right here and pull up by it. So that's one of those things. Now, if they would move these pedals back, say 6 inches, oh, it would be a whole lot more comfortable to drive. The display is good enough. You know, it's just got the idiot lights. It just displays fuel and tells you whether or not the cutters are on and that kind of thing. The seat's kind of comfortable. I've got it back as far as it can go, but I really like the seat. The tires are filled so that it lowers the center of gravity. So it's worked out really good for us. And back here on the back, even with the quick hitch on, when the things down, it's easy to get to the PTO. There's enough room for you to get in there even with a quick hitch on. The tires have held up really good. In 5 years, I can't complain about those. They're liquid filled, again, to lower them. The bucket has one problem. And I'll show you it. Right here. And of course, I've used and abused it. We've got some metal fatigue, and the weld is coming loose a little bit. But you see the kind of things I do with it. I do pretty extreme stuff, but it's got good oil points for all of your rotating points, so you can keep it greased up. It's a pretty solid little tractor. I can't complain about anything. As far as taking this off, I've never had it off in 5 years. It's small enough that you can make turns in tight places. Sometimes you have to raise the bucket to do it, but it's easy to take this off. These just pull out, and you can set this off. I've never done it, so I don't know how easy that is. The gears are straightforward, and then there's a speed tag right here. See if I can get close enough on that where you can see it. Come on, camera, focus. Okay, there's what that looks like. So you can see the speeds that it goes. It's not a speed demon, but you don't want it to be. Now, I've used this little tractor for 5 years now, and I would buy it again. It's as good as any tractor that I've ever used. And like I said, I've used Massey Ferguson. Mahindra is the #1 selling tractor in the world. There's a reason for that. It's a good little tractor. It might be some plastic things, but even that bumper, even that fender, okay, is plastic, but it's $170 if I want to replace the whole doggone thing. I found, though, that epoxy sticks to it real good. So I can epoxy a metal piece on there and then fasten it back on, and it'll be on there till it's ready to come off. Okay? So I can buy another fender. They're not expensive. So that's my review of the Mahindra Emax 22 tractor. It's an excellent little tractor. You should go check them out. This is not a sponsored video. I do not get any money out of this. This is just the tractor that I like, and I would like to see them do well here in the U.S. Now, if you're worried about a tractor being built in America, you can get over that. About all of them buy their engines from overseas. All of them have a factory overseas where some of the parts are made. So there's no truly 100% made in America tractor on this continent. So you just well be ready for that. Now, if you like this kind of stuff, this homesteading, do-it-yourself kind of thing, be certain to come on out to the channel and subscribe. We do this homesteading stuff every week, sometimes 1, sometimes 5 videos. Just depends on what's going on in the homestead that week. Now, if you hit the little bell when you come to the channel, it'll notify you when we upload a video. We upload every Sunday. Now, with that being said, it's time for me to get on to the next thing and start loading some lumber.